All right, let's talk about something huge. Your CV. You know, that one document that's supposed to land you your dream job? Well, the game has totally changed. The old rules, they just don't cut it anymore. So today, we're going to break down 3 fixes you absolutely need to make yours stand out. 7 seconds. No, I'm not kidding. That's it. 7 seconds. That is literally how much time a recruiter spends on average looking at your CV before they decide yes or no. And let's be real, this isn't some casual lookover. It's a ruthless, blink-and-you-miss-it judgment call. In fact, some studies even say it's more like 2 seconds before you're in the no pile. So, how on earth do you make every single one of those precious seconds work for you? Okay, so if you're going to win this 7-second showdown, you have to know who you're up against. Think of it like this. There are 2 major gatekeepers standing between you and that interview. And you're fighting a battle on 2 fronts, one against robots, and the other against, well, good old-fashioned boredom. First, let's talk about the robots. Get ready for this, because it's a big one. A whopping 75% of CVs get tossed out by automated software, we call them applicant tracking systems, or ATS, before a human being ever lays eyes on them. Think about that. 3 out of every 4 never even make it to the starting line. Your CV has to be robot-proof, period. So, let's say you're one of the lucky ones. You made it past the bots. Now you've got to face gatekeeper number 2, boredom. I mean, come on, does this sentence look familiar to anyone? Results-driven professional. Ugh, recruiters see this stuff 1,000 times a day. It's so generic it says nothing about who you actually are. It's a one-way ticket to the maybe later pile, which, let's be honest, is really just the trash. Okay, so how do we fix this whole mess? Our first big move is to completely reframe your message. We're going to stop just listing what you did and start proving what you can do for them. Okay, first big secret, lean in for this one. See that objective statement at the top of your CV? Yeah? Get rid of it, right now. Seriously, delete it. A recruiter doesn't care what you want, they care what they need. Instead, you're going to swap it for a killer 2-line professional summary. This thing instantly answers the only question they have. Who are you and what can you do for me? See a number like this? 34%? That's not just a number. That's proof. It's solid. It tells a story of impact. I cut customer drop-off by 34%. Boom. That is the kind of specific, measurable result that makes a recruiter literally stop scrolling and pay attention. And this idea, it needs to be everywhere on your CV. Go look at your bullet points right now. Do they say things like responsible for managing client accounts? That's a responsibility. It's passive. Now look at this. Grew client portfolio by 15%. That's a result. It's active. It's powerful. It shows you made a real difference. And that, my friends, is everything. All right, so now your message is packed with punch. It's all about results. But what good is that if it never gets seen by a human? This brings us to point number 2. We have to make sure your CV actually gets past those robot gatekeepers. It's time to beat the bots. Here's the thing you have to remember about these ATS systems. They're kind of dumb. They're not smart like a person. They read your CV in the simplest way possible. Top to bottom, left to right. That's it. So all those fancy columns, tables, or text boxes you thought looked cool, the robot just sees scrambled nonsense and boom, you're out. So what does that mean for you? It means your formatting has to be super clean and simple. Here's a quick checklist for you. 1. Always send it as a PDF. It locks your formatting in place. 2. Use a clean, single-column layout. No funny business. 3. Stick to boring, standard fonts like Calibri or Arial. And 4, and this is a big one, no text boxes, no tables, no sidebars for your layout. Just keep it simple. The other big secret to getting past the ATS, you have to speak its language. It's basically a keyword matching game. The software is scanning your CV looking for the exact words and phrases from the job description. So if the job ad says stakeholder management, your CV needs to say stakeholder management, not client liaison, not managing relationships, the exact phrase. A human knows they mean the same thing, but the robot doesn't. Now, just be sure you weave these in naturally. Don't just cram a bunch of keywords at the bottom. Okay. So you've got a powerful, results-driven message. You formatted it to get past the robots. Now for our final critical point. It's all about editing. You've got to be ruthless to make sure you win in that 7-second window. Let's get straight to it. There's a cardinal rule for how long your CV should be, and it is not up for debate. If you have under 10 years of experience, your CV is 1 page. That's it. 1 page, no exceptions. If you're over 10 years, 2 pages is your absolute max. Go any longer, and you're just telling the recruiter you can't be concise.
So I want you to go look at your CV right now. And for every single line, every bullet point, ask yourself this one question. Does this earn its spot? Does this line help prove I can do the job I want today? If the answer is even a tiny bit no, or maybe delete it. You have to edit like your career depends on it, because honestly, it does.
And there you have it. 3 game-changing fixes for your CV. 1. Reframe your message to be about results. 2. Format it to beat the robots. And 3. Edit ruthlessly for maximum impact. So now, the only thing left to do is actually put this into practice. And hey, if you want a little help getting started, we've got your back. It's super simple. First, just drop a comment below with CV review. And second, make sure you're following us so you don't miss out on more career strategies that actually work. Thanks for tuning in.